Good morning, East Alabama and West Georgia. This is Kevin Moon from God's Country. It's time for your primetime forecast on Dr. Don's weather. Now, here's my friend, Dr. Don.
Hey, here, East Alabama and West Georgia. Good to be back with you. I have been on a little bit of a hiatus this week. I've been down in Columbus, Georgia, getting smart, learning how to help better save lives and protect property across the area. So, it's good to be back in the studio this morning, and it's time now to take a look at your weather forecast. We got some rumbles of thunder out there this morning, and we may have to deal with some severe weather by the time we head towards Sunday. I'll tell you all about that coming up in this morning's edition of your primetime forecast. But first, let me tell you about this dude on the screen right here. He can save you a ton of money. It doesn't matter if you have commercial insurance, if you have personal insurance, or even better yet, if you have both. He can put a bunch of money back in your pocket. He just recently saved a Dr. Don follower over $300 a month, and that was with personal insurance. I think they had a couple of automobiles, a motorcycle or two, and he was able to put a lot of money back into their pocket. Look, $300 a month in today's world is a lot of money. I mean, that's a decent car payment right there. So get in touch with Jamie Dukas. It doesn't cost you a dime. Well, maybe half of a car payment. The times have changed. But anyway, it's still a lot of money. So get in touch with Jamie today. And you could do that by scanning the QR code on the screen or click the link at the top of the video. Or you can call Jamie at 256-831-7770. It doesn't cost you a dime, and there is zero obligation. Only takes just a moment or two to find out how much money Jamie can save you, and in a lot of cases, maybe even increase your coverage, reduce your deductible. He can do a lot of great things for you. So get in touch with Jamie Dukas today. You owe it to yourself. Also, you owe it to yourself to head over to YouTube and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and make sure you click that little bell so that if we go live to cover severe weather on Sunday morning, you will get that automatic push notification. You sometimes don't get notified on Facebook. It's just the way Facebook works. So you've got to do this whether you typically watch us over on YouTube or not. We encourage you to. The resolution's better, and you get that push notification. So be sure you do that today. So here we go with your Storm Prediction Center convective outlook for Saturday. Let me back up. Let's see if we can go back and take a look at today. Here we go. There really is not much of a chance of severe weather across the area today. Yes, there are rumbles of thunder out there this morning, and maybe a slight chance or a marginal chance down in southern Georgia, extreme southeast Alabama, and maybe the northern parts of Florida later on today. But really don't anticipate any severe weather threats today across East Alabama or West Georgia. As we head towards Saturday, we'll notice that slight risk category off to our west. That will be in here on Sunday. And that's where we're going to be looking for the possibilities of severe weather on Sunday. Really, we could have a chance of rain pretty much any time throughout the day. I think the better chances for any severe activity will probably be in the afternoon, but we could have a strong thunderstorm Sunday morning also. So Sunday's probably going to be one of those days you're going to want to remain weather aware. We'll have more information about that tomorrow morning. Let's look at the latest graphic from the National Weather Service out of Birmingham, and here's what they're telling us. Basically, along and south of the I-20 corridor, we are looking at damaging winds of up to 60 miles per hour, quarter-sized hail, and a tornado will be possible along the I-20 corridor and north. We're looking at just a marginal risk, so the chances of severe weather will be better along and south of I-20 on Sunday. Now, I really think this is going to be conditional depending on how much rain we get Sunday morning. If the atmosphere gets raked over Sunday morning, it's going to have a hard time recovering for Sunday afternoon. But if we see breaks in the clouds Sunday morning, we don't get a tremendous amount of rain, then we could be looking at a strong, severe thunderstorm threat set up by Sunday afternoon. Of course, we'll follow that for you here on Dr. Don's Weather. Current conditions at the East Alabama Bee Company this morning. We have 52 degrees. High yesterday was 62. We currently have showers and thunderstorms in the area. Wind is out of the southeast at 1, gusting to 2. Humidity is 97%. Barometric pressure at 30.04. We've had a little over a quarter of an inch of rain the past 24 hours or so, and that's probably going to go up significantly here in the next hour. Sunrise this morning at 5:56 a.m. Sun sets this evening at 5:46 p.m. And we invite you to stop by ML Aubrey's in downtown Roanoke and Randolph Farmers Co-op in Wedowee to pick up that East Alabama Bee Company honey. Here's your 6-day forecast from the Alpha Weather Center. Jamie Dukas, your local Alpha agent. 100% chance of rain this morning. I think it rains probably up until around noon, and then we go mostly cloudy skies for the remainder of the afternoon. High temperature this afternoon of around 63 degrees. We'll head for the upper 30s tonight, so it'll be rather chilly when you get up tomorrow morning. Though we'll remain mostly sunny throughout the day on Saturday. The temperatures will recover nicely, 64 in the afternoon, down to 48 Saturday night. We'll introduce that 40% chance of rain after midnight. And then on Sunday, really two different areas to deal with. Saturday night into Sunday morning, and then again Sunday afternoon into Sunday night. Now, the severe threat is going to be on Sunday afternoon. That is provided we get a break between System 1 and System 2. If System 1 ends by, 9 or 10 o'clock Sunday morning, the clouds erode, we get some sunshine. Then by 3 or 4 o'clock Sunday afternoon, we could have some really strong, if not severe, thunderstorms to deal with late in the afternoon Sunday into Sunday night. 69 will be the high on Sunday, down to 44 Sunday night. Then as you head back to work on Monday, partly sunny skies. 59 your high temperature on Monday. We're going to be flirting with freezing on Monday night. Tuesday will be mostly sunny, and Tuesday night we may dip below 32 for a handful of hours as we head toward Wednesday morning. Could be some scattered frost on the pumpkin Wednesday morning when you get up. I don't think we're looking at enough of a freeze to hurt the maybe the fruit trees or the blooming trees that are in full bloom right now. But if you have planted tomato plants, you're going to want to make sure you cover those jokers up on Monday night and again on Tuesday night. They do not like freezing temperatures. I mean, even an hour of 32 degrees will stunt a tomato plant. It may not kill it, but it certainly doesn't like it. So you're going to really want to make sure you cover those things up on Monday night and on Tuesday night. Again, I don't think we're looking at enough of a freeze here to hurt our fruit trees. We will see. Wednesday, back to full-blown sunshine after that frost burns off. 62 will be your high temperature on Wednesday. And I'll tell you, most of next week looks dry and sunny, even though it will be a little bit cooler. Southern Union State Community College Live Doppler HD radar. Look at that rain stretching now from about Franklin over in Heard County down to around Rock Mills, Roanoke. Then down into extreme north western Chambers County, down there around Wadley, Southern Union, some heavy rain at this hour. That stretches all the way over to Clay County, covering most of Clay. Then we have those thunder showers taking place down in northwestern and northern Tallapoosa County, thundering at this hour along the along the 280 corridor from about Jackson Gap back up to around Alexander City, Kellyton getting in on the thunder and lightning at this hour. These are not severe storms. The quick punch of very heavy rainfall, maybe some gusty winds, and a good bit of lightning out there. But so far, these storms have behaved. They've stayed well below severe limits. And this will continue for the next couple of 2-3 hours, pushing on off to the east. And then by the time we get into mid-morning, maybe late morning, 11 a.m., I think most of the rain is done. And then we just remain cloudy for several hours, maybe even a peek at the sun later on this afternoon. But again, even though you got a lot of rumbles of thunder out there this morning, nothing severe anticipated. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter. It's at DSTREN1040. We broadcast all of our weather information on Twitter, just as we do on Facebook, YouTube, and at DrDonWX.com. That's our home on the World Wide Web. Don't forget to catch my daily weather forecast over on God's Country, 90.9 FM, and on the Classic, 89.7 East Alabama's Classic Rock Giant. I'll tell you a funny. I told you at the top of the show that I was down in Columbus, Georgia all week at a conference down there, an emergency communication conference. And I was talking to the Alabama director of 911 for the entire state. She was there presenting, a fabulous lady too, by the way. You folks who work in 911 in Alabama, you got it made because you got a great director over there. But anyway, I was talking to her and introducing myself to her. She kept referencing Montgomery, and I'm like, well, hey, look, I'm born and raised Prattville, Alabama here. Relocated to Georgia from Randolph County, Alabama, whole 9 yards. And this guy walks up, and he was also a presenter and had just presented prior to the 911 lady. And he walks up to me and he says, Dr. Don. I thought, well, yeah. And he was from Clay County, Alabama. He was one of the vendors that was at our conference. He currently lives up in Albertville. Caleb, I believe, was his name. Super nice dude. And he said, I knew that had to be you. I recognized your voice from across the room. So it's a small world, and I really enjoyed my time this week down in Columbus. All right, folks, that's it for this morning's weather forecast. Good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. We'll do this again tomorrow morning. We'll fine-tune that possibility for severe weather on Sunday. Be sure you join us. Enjoy your Friday. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.